We've got a live episode this coming Saturday. You guys don't want to miss this. So you guys who are watching us on YouTube, and please don't forget to hit subscribe. Those of you watching us on YouTube, don't forget that this Saturday, wake up early because we have a special live episode on YouTube of Rise and Shine.
Hi, I'm Nina Gersheng-Fiao, co-host of Pinoy News Update.
My name is Vincent Eklevea Jr.
I'm Thomas Ireton, and you're watching Rise and Shine with FilAm Creative.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time for Rise and Shine. So let's meet Ronnie and Kami.
Good morning. Rise and shine, party people.
Rise and shine, Ronnie.
How are you doing this beautiful mid-ish May day?
Well, I'm definitely feeling the springtime allergies, and it's bright and sunny out there. But I have to say, I love how we're evolving our hair over the course of our 2-digit episodes.
That's true. We're like, what, episode 17? We're in the teens episode. Oh my gosh, Ed's gonna kill me later because he just told us.
The same for Rise and Shine and FilAm Creative's donations for our hair evolution.
Oh yeah.
This is episode 17.
Kidding.
Episode 17. I hope if you are watching, you have watched 17 episodes before this. And if you feel so inclined, you can drop us a digital tip on our Venmo. Kami, where do we Venmo?
We Venmo at FilAm Creative. If you guys need help on how to spell that, please go to our website at filamcreative.org and email us, because we love to hear from you.
Yes, drop us a line, email us, keep me and Kami extra cute because we need it. No one will watch the show if we're not cute. At least that's what I was told growing up. So speaking of which, you know who looks cute all the time? Like no matter what, morning, night, rise or shine, or lay down and turn off the lights. I want to introduce the people who you're going to be hanging out with for the next few minutes. I got Mr. Rex Sampaga.
And Ed Malilin.
Good morning. Rise and Shine.
Rise and Shine, dude. I was about to do the impression of, I forget the guy's name, Don Pardo, when he does this. Good morning, good morning, good morning. In a world.
I think we need to dedicate one whole block of the episode of just you guys having a good morning off. So just an idea for another time. Kami, let's go before they make us do stuff.
Yeah, that'll wake up the senses.
All right,
yes.
I'll leave you guys alone.
Well, thank you, Ronnie, and thank you, Kami, and thank you, everybody, for watching us today for episode 17. And, Rex, I think Kami was a little humble because it's here in May, and Kami, who's one of the co-producers for it, and one of our guests, who's the other co-producer for it, didn't even bring up that we've been having all these great events for Mental Health Awareness Month.
That's right.
Yeah, we've been really enjoying them. So shout out to our very own Kami, and also to one of our 3 guests who's coming out in a few minutes. But we've really enjoyed the great programming, and we've got a live episode this coming Saturday. You guys don't want to miss this. So you guys who are watching us on YouTube, and please don't forget to hit subscribe. Those of you watching us on YouTube, don't forget that this Saturday, wake up early because we have a special live episode on YouTube of Rise and Shine. And our guest, who's coming out in a few minutes, is actually going to be with us for that episode too. So it's like you get a double dose of her. And of Kami too. So we're busy this month, right, Rex?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think with this special mental health month of May, I think we all just got inspired to try to just give some light and give some rise and shine actually to mental health affecting our community. So, we just got inspired to program stuff, these over 4 weekends in May, and just to celebrate, to advocate, and that, we're here as a resource for a community if they're looking for any mental health resources or or anything that's just affecting them on the mental end and stuff. And so I'm just really, really happy that our guest today is producing a lot of the events that's happening this month of May and everything. So I'm just really, really proud of what we're doing as an organization. I'm really proud of our upcoming guests, and also to Kami, and also to the FilAm Creative E-Board for putting this all together. So I'm just so proud.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And speaking of that, we should go ahead and bring out our
Yes.
two guests. And excuse me, my throat is horrible this morning.
It's okay, man.
But we do want to bring out our two guests who they were so gracious enough to have us on their show.
That's right.
Called Pinoy News Update, PNU. And so today we're going to welcome them on our show. One of them is a member of the E-Board, and the other one is not a member of the E-Board, but he's a great guy too. So we want to welcome our two guests today. They represent PNU, Pinoy News Update. Let's put it together for Thomas Ireton and for Nina Go Shengfiao.
Woohoo! Right. Yes.
Ah,
Nice
Welcome.
going, Ed. Woohoo!
I know Rex always leaves me with the name pronunciation and stuff. So
Very good, dude. Wow.
well, Thomas, Nina, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good
Morning.
morning. Magandang umaga.
Ah, all right.
There you go.
Bring in that
what's
flavor.
that? I'm like, that's what I know.
At least we know something.
There you go. There you go.
I also know masarap. Breakfast
Mas
is
syrup.
something.
Yes, that's how I say it. Mas
Syrup.
syrup. Mas syrup.
Love it, love it.
Mas
You
syrup.
know, and
My syrup.
when speaking of masarap, when we were starting to record for your show, I think we were just having some fun before, and you had asked for our favorite Broadway songs. So I'm going to put you guys on the spot. So since you said Nina masarap, I will put you on the spot too. So Thomas and Nina, what Filipino foods are masarap for you guys?
I love arroz caldo.
Oh,
That's my absolute
choice.
favorite, even on a hot day. So warming.
Lot
Nice.
of ginger, light on the ginger.
Heavy on the garlic.
Okay. Okay.
Sprinkling of the ginger.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Thomas, how about you?
Hands down, it would be pusit adobo. over
Nice,
rice.
nice.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that's gonna just get me every time. I'll eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and also dessert.
Oh,
Very cool.
24/7. Nice.
24/7.
Ronnie is saying backstage that's a deep cut. She's loving it. So very cool. So you guys are the hosts of a show that I'm really enjoying watching. So for our viewers who, what's the matter with you guys? For you folks out there who have not subscribed or followed them online on their great social media places, Nina, Thomas, can you share with us a little bit about your show?
Yes. So me and Thomas met at a production company, our day job, 3 Arts Entertainment. What? And I remember our origin story, Thomas. Correct me.
I
if
would
you
love to
remember
hear it. Yeah.
Yes. So I was the receptionist, and Thomas was on a completely different floor. But I remember the first time you introduced yourself, you're like, "Are you Filipino?"
Like
And I was like-
it's like a secret code.
So yeah.
Right. It's a good He had the good Filipino radar. I did not know he was. And I was like, "You are?" He's like, "Yes." And I did this NBC showcase. I didn't get in, but I did a really great audition that caught his attention. And one of my comedic characters was a Filipina tita that taught salsa at the YMCA. And he saw that and he goes, "We need to do something. We need to, I would love to build a comedy with you." It started off as a sketch idea, and then it eventually grew into Pinoy News Update. Do you remember how we came up with the idea, Thomas?
Yeah, it was sort of it was like part of me, always hanging out with you on the 7th floor during lunch. And we were like, yeah, we should do something. Nina is so great. She's just has this amazing energy, and she's always wanted to create, and I vibe with that. So we decided that there's nothing really out there that we enjoy watching that's sort of like SNL style, making comedy and sort of featuring the Filipino community at the same time. So that's kind of how we started, was let's do this topical comedy show. And we, lo and behold, got like this studio for a really great rate. And that's kind of where we started. And then we lost access to that, but we're like, we're going to keep going. We're going to adapt. Filipinos are great at adapting. We always make it through. So that's kind of like, we're like, this is not going to stop us. And we kept going. And here we are, like almost 2-3 years later, and continuing our Pinoy News Update.
Yes. Yeah, it's been really fun. It's really expanded what we've covered. We went from being like weekend update style, which we still want to bring those back, and covering bits of news, but from a Pinoy lens. And then I just by chance worked at the CNN building at this jewelry show, and on the side of the jewelry show set there was just this empty news set sitting there, and it just all aligned. But yeah, we've really had to make the transition now to at-home content, and that's where we're thankful for Zoom.
Yeah, as are Rex and I. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's Thomas and Nina, how many episodes have you guys taped of Pinoy News Update?
I haven't counted.
We also have a lot in the vault that we are currently editing that needs to get out there. We also do short segments on Instagram whenever we get an opportunity to sort of like highlight the FilAm community and the Filipinos worldwide. We would just do like a post on Instagram. We do a quick video. So it's all about sort of like being on the feet and just getting content out. Because we are Pinoy News Update. So it's sort of getting all the news out there in a fun, comedic way.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Rex.
No, I was just going to comment that, just from the concept of this, I mean, it's a great concept. It sounds like kind of like an SNL Mad TV, but yet it's not, I mean, the name is not kind of misleading, but I mean, you do present news, but you're just very entertaining. And who your audience is. And so, where you're gearing your comedy, you're gearing your entertainment towards too, and stuff like that. So, I mean, I really dig that. I really, really dig that.
Thank you, Rex.
You mentioned a few people who we should probably talk about real quick. First of all, shout out to our previous executive director, Mr. Charles Gray.
Yes.
Who is your editor. And
Yes.
He's also a good friend of FilAm Creative, former executive director, former head of our executive board. And the other person who we want to talk about is actually here today.
Yes.
He's your executive producer, and small world, he's also a former officer for the executive board of FilAm Creative. So we want to go ahead and bring out Vincent Eclavia Jr. Vincent.
All right.
Hey, Vince.
Welcome, Vince.
Hey, happy to be on.
Yeah, man.
So how did, Vincent, since we've got you here, how did you get hooked up with these guys initially?
Wow, that's an interesting story. I mean, how did it start?
Origin story.
I think it started when I went to your stand-up show, and then you had mentioned this, and I was like, that sounds like a cool idea. It sounds like what all the cool kids are doing. So let's do this. And I knew Charles from the FilAm board as well, so I was like, you know what? Let's see where this can go. And as Nina was saying, it's built by the team and what effort we bring into it. So I found that it was so interesting, the collaboration process of how it's grown since then, and it is a creative outlet. It can range from covering local FilAm restaurants to Filipino entertainers that are actually getting voices out for representation for Filipinx and just making some visibility happen,
Yeah, actually, now that you told your origin story with Pinoy News Update, I remember you've always been the connector. You connected us with Charles, I think.
Oh yeah,
through
right.
Creative.
Sometimes I forget. Sometimes
never forget.
and it usually happens by accident. which is kind of a cool thing because it's like you'll be talking all of a sudden, and then you're like, I got this cool idea. I can do this, and I would be willing to do this with the group, and all of a sudden you have a team, you know. And
That's usually
I think we
somehow.
all
That's
shared-
usually. Oh, go ahead, Nina. Go ahead.
I think we all shared a passion about getting Filipinos in Hollywood more visibility. You know, I think that excitement of all like meeting each other and having this idea and just being passionate about our mission statement, which is, you know, just creating more opportunities and more enlightenment about the Filipino community and for the Filipino community.
You know, last night I was stalking it was me. I was stalking your Instagram page to prepare. And, you know, one of the things that I really liked about your material is that, you know, you guys also were a little critical of Philippine politics. And I really like that you were not afraid to shy away from that. So it just begs the question, like, what kind of feedback have you gotten from the community with regard to your coverage of politics? But also, I've noticed you guys have covered friends who have restaurants in the city. So what's the response been from your viewers?
I've made a Tito mad. Yeah, I got the lecture about, you know, how politics there is very different from politics here, and, you know, just the climate of the stakes of even speaking up over there, you know, and is very controversial and very dangerous. And he told me, you know, I'm playing with fire, but I told him, you know, that's exactly why me and Thomas wanted to do this, was because, you know, we wanted to speak up and we wanted to maybe empower that Filipino youth or someone our age who might have a seed of the same thought and want to speak up, but might not have the power to. So, you know, using our voices to raise up and maybe inspire someone to, you know, have strength when it comes to oppression. Was one of the main reasons why, you know, we brought the political conversation to the table.
And I really like that, you know, it was tastefully done, but it was also entertaining and informative and funny. You know, you mentioned reference to SNL. I'm going to give full disclosure. I think the last time SNL was funny was never. And when I saw that, oh, sorry, didn't mean to say that, but you know, but I really liked that.
I'm sure
know,
Lorne Michaels would love to hear that.
Well, you know, I thank him for Conan, but you know,
Yeah.
I really liked that it was entertaining and it was funny, and that you weren't afraid to shy away from that. And you know, okay, so you know, maybe a Tito doesn't like what you said, but you know, I'm sure that you also got a lot more praise and positive feedback from other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been great to sort of have also the opportunity to highlight different Filipinos all over the world and bring that out in the community. And it's what we love about it as well. It's such a learning experience for us as well. We get to learn from sort of like the blind spot that we may have as well. And being in our sort of like privileged place, like living in LA. So being able to interview people and kind of getting ourselves out there, it's been such a rewarding experience for ourselves.
Nina, Thomas, quick question then. Were the both of you born here in America or in the Philippines?
Here, I was born here. This is why we work really great as a team too,
Mm-hmm.
because we have such different backgrounds. I was born here, so were my parents. I was not passed down the Tagalog. I can sing it, I can impersonate it for the family parties, you know, but I don't know what I'm saying. So I bought quarantine classes. I'm gonna learn. But yeah, I was raised here, and you know, my mom and dad didn't even cook at home the food. Like I only got the full experience when I went to grandma and grandpa.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
You're
born
Thomas?
and raised in Tokyo, Japan. So
You're making it happen.
My
now.
favorite place on earth.
we would
I know,
speak
he's so cool.
we would speak Japlish at the table with Filipino food on the table. So that's kind of like the house that we were living in.
I bring it up because I think the both of you, and forgive me, I did not see the content, but I will after this. But I guess from your perspective, I think you're bringing in a different perspective other than the homeland perspective per se. And I think that's great that you spoke out, because I mean, myself and I speak for Ed because we were both born here in America. And I guess I think for me personally, and I might have brought it up when we got interviewed in your show, that for me personally, I wanted to connect back home to the homeland. And I think what you guys said, and what you guys at least made a statement, I think that's a huge step in voicing your perspective from not just the homeland, but at least you're showing your concern of what's going on back there. And we only get to see the only pieces of media that we get to see from back home is if you go to a Jollibee or Seafood City or an Island Pacific through those Filipino newspapers that everyone grabs as they're walking out with their groceries, right? There's none of that. We don't get the newscast here unless you get the TFC channel in your satellite, basically. But I'm glad you guys voiced it out, because I think it's really, really important for today's generation, especially us and Filipino Americans, to voice what's going on back home, and that you're continuing a movement of what's happening there, but also what's happening here, to let people know, hey, we at least you're recognizing what's happening back there. And I'm glad that you've spoken out because of that.
Oh, thank you. That's really great to hear, especially because, me and Thomas both have conservative relatives who might not have liked to hear what we had to say. And, it's moments like this where we can band together and talk to, like-minded, open-minded Filipinos who want change for the better in our community here in America, and also in the homeland, and it wasn't until, my 20s, I gained awareness of that. And it's been like a yearning of mine since then to really find connection to my culture and my roots.
I totally get that. I mean, because like in terms of changing for the better, I don't know if your parents do this, Ed, or to you, Thomas, or Nina, even you, Vince. I mean, my parents, they still send boxes back home.
Oh, of course.
We still send boxes from LA, Balikbayan boxes. LBC,
exactly.
Shout out.
Huge box. You're not.
My mom, that's her ever continuous project, because
LBC, they're great.
Here we go. Shout out to the shipping companies now.
Sponsor us.
I gotta share a quick aside here. As many folks know, my day job, I work in education. I had a student whose father owned a Balikbayan box company.
Wow.
And so we would get all these free boxes at school, and all the people would be like, well, why is their name on their boxes? What is up with that? Yeah. And I had to explain to them that, they're very lucrative.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Christmas time comes around. Wow. You're making.
But that just speaks to what Nina's point is, changing for the better, and how each of our families are trying to change whoever we're shipping those boxes to, whether it's our relatives, our aunts, our titos, or titas, our immediate family, even cousins. My mom sends boxes back to her home village. So whenever I see, when she writes the address, whenever I see Bawang, La Union, I'm like, oh, okay, she's sending it back to her hometown place. And it's just our contribution. But yet you guys, when you guys spoke out, that's on another level, changing so that hopefully one day we don't have to do this, but the current situation, we still have to continue to struggle and continue to try to help our people back home to have a better life.
And speaking of going speaking of the Philippines,
yes,
in terms of future plans for the show, do you guys is that on your wish list to take the show on the road, so to speak, to take it back to the Philippines?
That'd be cool.
Oh my God, Thomas, 2022.
Yeah, that is.
Let's.
Oh my gosh.
Passports ready.
Maybe we could do a collaboration where Rise and Shine and PNU could both go to the Philippines together, and of course for Thomas, we have to take a pit stop.
I mean, you have to take a pit stop.
Let's do it.
I
knew you were going to say that.
No,
Yep.
it's already in the plan now.
We're in.
We're in. Oh,
2022.
Love it.
Should
Love
we
it.
start
That'll-
building the budget, guys?
We can
I
get the
think
GoFundMe
Kami and Ronnie
started,
would like
that's
that
for
too.
sure.
So.
Oh,
Yeah, and that will be the very first ever Rise and Shine crossover episode. And stuff.
That would be
great.
amazing. We would be honored.
You know,
wow.
Kami was saying something in the comments. She would like to see your matching outfits. Could you talk to our viewers about what you're wearing here?
Yes, please.
So we for our show, we're like, we have to wear a barong. Like that's for sure. Like we cannot just show up in our regular attire. And I think just learning about the barong and the history behind it, there's just so much to it. It's not just like, oh, something to keep you cool. It is such a beautiful part of the Filipino culture that should be highlighted. And it's such a amazing way to show that. And there's different colors, there's different designs. And we found this online called Barongs Are Us. You know,
Oh my gosh,
dogs.
really?
Yeah.
The name itself sold us. We were
Yes,
like, oh
we're
yeah,
sold.
we're buying our barongs from there.
Oh god, wow,
Can
that's
I say
great.
how empowering it is as a woman to wear the man's one, and how like literally I can't tell you how many people are like, isn't that the man's one? I'm like, yes.
It
Yeah,
is
usually,
amazing.
yeah.
Right, Nina? So many people come up to you and they're like, that's a male. But
yeah,
it doesn't
they're
matter.
so
So what?
flustered.
Yeah.
They're like, what?
No, that's cool though, because usually women's formal is usually just in a kimono or kind of like a like a dress, like any Melda Marcos type long type of dress and stuff. But that's kind of sweet there. I like that color.
Yeah, we
And,
thought the blue and the red would match well. We're gonna for our next season, we're gonna have a different color, so watch out.
And Vince, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but
Oh, it's all right. I
You're
have
kind of
a-
under
Vince
dress
needs a
very-
barong. Vince
I'm
needs a barong
shopping
now.
I'm shopping
Stop it.
around. I'm looking for the perfect barong, and it's got to be. Well, see, the thing is, I want to be able to fight in it because I do eskrima as well, and I just really want to have something that has a style to it that just hits, But Barongs Are Us sounds like a place to shop for one.
Well, if you're going to do it like an action scene, Vince, I would suggest maybe getting a barong that's very pliable then, because especially barongs are made with this it could tear easily. So you look for kind of like a heavier material so that when you
This is
start
very
doing
thin.
yeah. Oh yeah, because it's transparent and stuff. But
Ronnie
yeah,
in the
I would
comments are saying barongs for battle or tear away.
tear away.
Oh my god.
Like, where's the Velcro? Where's the Velcro? Yes.
You know,
Where
it
is
has
it?
it has
That's
several
different.
purposes. It could be for tearaway for battle or tearaway for adult entertainment. However,
Oh
we
wow.
So am I going to be just
sponsor Pinoy News Update. Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh. For the viewers
I'll
out
take that sponsorship.
Yeah, for the viewers out there, barong Tagalogs are the Filipino version of the Cuban dress shirt, and it's used in very formal weddings. And I think the history of that is when Spain colonized the Philippines, they brought the materials over, and so that's when they introduced the Filipino to the barong Tagalogs, especially to the what do you call it? The aristocratic class of the Philippines when they dominated the North. So that's where barong Tagalogs come from. So there you go. The more you know.
And let me tell you, winter wedding pre-pandemic, when I went, I just wear all the barongs because it just keeps you cool, amazing, and it makes you stand out a little bit. Everyone's like, oh, that's something different.
Oh no, yeah, I just love wearing barongs, especially. I mean, it's used for weddings. I've got like a color collection of it, and I think the brand I use is Juan Simos, I think. Shout out to them. They're based back home in the Philippines as well. So there you go.
Thomas, your mom has the hookup to that really cool barong place in the Philippines. And you got me one, which I need to wear for a spring episode because he got me a kimono, but it's more modern and it's like yellow and crop, but like with the sleeves, and then has like little flowers stitched in. It's so amazing. I need to find out the name of that store.
Yeah.
Well, that's Road Trip. There you go. That's called the Road Trip.
Exactly. Next season. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So we've talked about your creative endeavors here with Pinoy News Update, but I'd like to also have you guys share what you guys do individually. So maybe you could talk about your other creative endeavors outside of PNU. Vincent, how about you?
I am an actor and also am getting into producing. And the stories that I like to gear towards are from an Asian American Pacific Islander lens. So it has more of a modern transnational approach, but I'm looking to perhaps, I don't know if I can get the funding, but something that's more, I really want to get a Filipino historical figure story out there. That's in the planner. And on the
Is
side,
there one in particular you have
Yeah.
in mind?
there's a poet that I like, and his name escapes me, but
Jose Rizal.
there you go.
Ah,
I his story is interesting, and I'm still doing my research on that. But I really want to cover something with him, and maybe Aguinaldo. But we'll see what happens with that. It's historical pieces are tricky. You need accuracy, you know.
Yeah.
And I also do a screamo on the side, so that's a very fun thing. That's just a creative hobby of mine, but I can't talk I can't speak Tagalog, but I can eat and fight like one. So like that's my connection to the roots. But yeah, that's my creative endeavors outside PNU, and it ironically helps fuel what we do too. So it's we get people that we meet in the entertainment industry on the show, and it becomes like cross pollinization. Is that the word?
oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Thomas, how about you?
I'm a full-time adobo taster.
I want your job.
So you bleed vinegar then, right, Thomas?
Exactly.
You
yeah.
bleed vinegar.
Yeah, my sodium levels are off the charts. No, but I'm a writer, producer, and also director, and it's kind of my next goal right now. I have a writing partner, so is to be staffed on a TV show. So we're working hard towards that, and ultimately, like Vince said, getting the Asian American, experience, visibility, all that out. Also, the LGBTQ community, and that's really important to me. So continue to work away, and I finished shooting a short film during the pandemic too. So we're gonna go to the festival route this year. So we're really
Very cool.
excited about it.
Great.
Very cool.
And when you do that, come back on our show.
Yes, please.
Yeah, definitely. We got a grant during the pandemic. We shot it during the pandemic, and now it's gonna come out very soon. It's called Money Cat. So it's the
Nice.
little golden kitty cat that you see when you walk into an Asian restaurant. And
Yes.
it's a horror
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Yeah, okay, cool.
We'd love to have you back on to focus on that. Great.
Yeah, please.
We'd love to.
And Nina, how about you?
I am also full-time adobo taster.
Nice job too.
Yes. I also work for an organization you might have heard of. I don't know, FilAm Creative.
Oh, no,
Wait a minute. Yeah, have we heard of that ad? Yeah, I think we have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I love.
I hear they do
social
some
media
great.
and building the community here, and really excited to be producing the events for Mental Health Month with
Yes.
Kami.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's exciting. We have your live Rise and Shine episode this week.
Saturday.
This Saturday, yes. I was so excited when you guys agreed to doing a collaboration with the event for that. And I'm excited because that one is focused on art as therapy. And you guys are going to be talking to the mental health professional about, daily issues, mental health issues that creatives might go through, especially us all being creatives here. I think, we all know what that feels like, especially me, because I'm also an actress and also a stand-up comedian. So yeah, that's a 2-for-1 in someone who has anxiety. And I'm really excited because I'm also producing a stand-up show for the 4th week of Mental Health Month. and it will be called Laughing on the Outside. And it's going to be a comedy show where we hike to a spot outside and then post up and have a show. Hiking and nature and laughing, good for the brain, good for the mind.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so those are my latest things.
You know, since you did mention it, just a reminder to everybody that you can send us an email at RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com or at FilAmCreative@gmail.com, and you can join our mailing list. And you can also find us on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter and learn about these great events that Nina and Kami are co-producing for us this month in May. And we hope that you'll certainly join us for those. And if you want to find out, or if you want to see, if you didn't get a chance to see the events that they put on in the first few weeks of May, don't forget to visit us on Facebook, and you can see the Facebook videos of what they did. And of course, as we said, this Saturday, we've got our live episode of Rise and Shine. So don't forget all those things.
Hey everyone, Rex here with Rise and Shine. Did you know there's not one, not two, but 3 different ways you could check out our weekly Rise and Shine episodes? New episodes drop every Tuesday on our YouTube channel at RiseAndShineFAC. And you can listen to the Rise and Shine podcast as you commute to work or walking your daily steps by downloading Rise and Shine wherever you get your favorite podcast. And lastly, you can always join our live audience tapings on Facebook Live, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 3 different ways you could fill up on your Rise and Shine diet every week. So please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page at RiseAndShineFAC and watch new episodes every Tuesday, or download us wherever you get your favorite podcast. And thanks again for watching and listening to Rise and Shine.
And as we come to the end of our episode, Thomas, Nina, can you share with us one more time where we can find you guys online?
Yes, well, you can find me on Instagram at GoShangMeow. So it's a little guide map to help you pronounce my name
sample.
way. In a kinder way than go F yourself. Yeah. So GoShangMeow, GoShengmeow on Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook at my regular spelled name, but I'm way more on the Instagram.
And like Nina, you can find me on Instagram at Thomas J. Ireton.
And Vincent, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, go ahead, Vince. Plug your socials.
You can find me on Instagram at Vincent Eclavea Jr. Official. So good luck spelling the last name.
Official. Nice.
Official. There's fakes out there. We got to be careful.
Yes, beware.
Do you have the blue check mark?
No, not yet. I've been fighting for it, but apparently it's a process. There's another Vincent Eclavea out there. That's my.
Oh,
really?
I'm a junior.
Is it your dad? Is it
my dad?
Your
You
dad
want to be your doppelganger or something.
He wants the blue check mark as well. But
there you go.
The fight. That should be the next short film. The fight for the blue check mark.
Right.
That's your next short film.
Father issues.
And where can we find Pinoy News Update?
Yeah.
You can find Pinoy News Update on Instagram at Pinoy News Update. We are also on Twitter at Pinoy News Tweets. And we have our YouTube channel link that I'm not going to say because it's a lot of different characters. So just please post that for us. And we also have a website, which I will give you guys the link to put here because, again, lots of different characters.
Yeah, we'll get the links up for sure on the screen and everything. So just viewers, just watch the links on the screen to access Pinoy's new update.
Absolutely. Well, we encourage you to follow all of these social media hubs so that you can learn more about Pinoy News Update. We also encourage you to donate a couple of quid to our Venmo page if you like this program or all the mental health programming that Nina and Kami have produced all month, or all the great things that FilAm Creative has done for the last 11 years. Please consider donating a few bucks to help us pay the bills. So we want to thank Nina and Thomas and Vincent for coming on today. It's very rare that we have 3 guests on.
Yeah.
And we're very, I don't think we've done this since Yellow Rose.
I believe so. Yeah. This is only the
so
second time.
We're happy about this. Thomas, we do want to invite you to come back to spotlight your short film, and congratulations on that. And we hope the festival run goes well. We just had Patricio Janelsa talk about the festival route and how challenging that can be and how fun that can be. Catch that, by the way, on episode 13. Right. But if you want to learn more about Thomas's film, go to his site and you can learn more about his stuff. So thank you so much. And on behalf of my good friend Rex, and my good friend Ronnie, and my good friend Kami, I'm going to put a bow on this one. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, guys. Oh, man. Oh, again, Ed, we were there. We were there at the end.
Dude.
Oh, my gosh.
Why are you here?
Oh,
I heard Pinoy News Update was in the building, and I am desperately looking for another gig to read credits on. So I thought I would just read aloud some of my resume here for you guys. Nina Gosheng Miao and Thomas Irie Tone and Vincent Laclavius Jr. I'm such big fans of you guys. Such big fans. Okay, so just to let you know a little bit about me and my experience. So my education was in the streets, and my experience follows. 5 years of high school theater at N High School. I need to very specifically stress it was a high school, not my high school. I did a 2-year internship at the Shady Greens Memorial House and Crematorium, and then I did 4.5 months at Fox News until I punched a host. And then I also have experienced facial flushing, headaches, upset stomach, diarrhea, flu-like symptoms, nausea. That is not what that is. Just to let you guys know too, Veronica, I heard you guys talking about leaving the country. I technically can't leave the country, but give it a few months and I can work something out. So
yeah, she has a restraining order on herself. Yes.
I mean, myself and a few other people, but if you guys are interested, okay, I'll go ahead and begin reading the credits now. They don't pay me enough here, so if you guys like what you hear, you can come get me.
We don't pay you at all.
We don't pay you nothing.
Rise and Shine with FilAm Created was created, hosted, casted, produced, written, directed by those guys, Edward J. Malone, S.K. Sampanga. I didn't say
Sampanga?
That right.
Wow.
Sampanganilla. Let's see. Our Rise and Shine co-stars are Kami, my sister Ronnie, and me, because I'm the only relevant person on the show. And oh my gosh, so there's more stuff I have to read. Okay, Ed and Rex also are the stars of Rise and Shine, and the technical director is Jeremiah, which isn't here to cut my segment. Thank you very much. Our stage director is my sister Ronnie again, and finally, we'd like to thank today's guests, Pinoy News Update. I'm not going to try to say your names again, but I'm going to also beg for a job. Let's see. By the way, Rise and Shine is a production of FilAm Creative, and it's produced in association with RAS Music Group, Millennius LLC, and let me guess, I should say here that FilAm Creative was co-founded by, you guessed it, Rex and Ed. Wow. You guys have a lot. This is a lot of work. Oh, and follow us on social media, IG, Facebook, at Rise and Shine FilAm Creative. And don't forget that new episodes of Rise and Shine drop every Tuesday on the YouTube. And, download the podcast, because you got to download the podcast, right? My name's Veronica, your heroine. But no news update, hit me up, please. I'm desperate.
Yeah,
desperate for work.
No, guys, the tip to Pinoy, pay her a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of it.
We love Veronica.
I think the thing that stood out to me the most was the incident at Fox News. I think off that alone, I would hire you, Veronica.
It's why I can't travel out of the country.
You can have her. You
Please.
Take her.
Hey everyone, Rex here with Rise and Shine. Did you know there's not one, not two, but 3 different ways you could check out our weekly Rise and Shine episodes? New episodes drop every Tuesday on our YouTube channel at RiseAndShineFAC. And you can listen to the Rise and Shine podcast as you commute to work or walking your daily steps by downloading Rise and Shine wherever you get your favorite podcast. And lastly, you can always join our live audience tapings on Facebook Live, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 3 different ways you could fill up on your Rise and Shine diet every week. So please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page at RiseAndShineFAC and watch new episodes every Tuesday or download us wherever you get your favorite podcast. And thanks again for watching and listening to Rise and Shine.
Rise and shine. Hey guys, it's Ed. Thanks for listening today. And did you guys know that Rise and Shine is part of the FilAm Creative umbrella and that we're a registered nonprofit? And as a nonprofit organization, FilAm Creative depends on generous donations from fine folks like you to help us to continue to produce great programming like Rise and Shine. Please consider making a donation to help produce shows like Rise and Shine. Our Venmo is at FilAm Creative. That's at FilAm Creative. And if you don't do Venmo, but you still want to donate a few quid to us, then drop us an email at RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com. That's RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com, and we'll help you out. We at Rise and Shine appreciate your generosity. Every dollar helps.
Rise and shine. This is Kami. I hope you're enjoying the show. Did you know we have a mailing list? And did you know that you can contact us if you want to say hello to Ed, Rex, Ronnie, Veronica, or even me? Just send us an email at RiseAndShineFAC. That's one word spelled out, RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com. Again, that's RiseAndShineFAC, all spelled out, @gmail.com. Join our mailing list so you can be the first to find out about the latest Rise and Shine news.
Hey, Rex here with Rise and Shine, and I want you to do something for me. Help support Rise and Shine by liking, subscribing, and following the show online. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, all under at Rise and Shine FAC. So follow the show on all social media platforms on all one word at Rise and Shine FAC. Thanks again for all the love and support, and tell all your friends about Rise and Shine.
Rise and shine. Hey everyone, this is Ed, and I got a question for you. Did you know that Rise and Shine is only one of the many things produced by FilAm Creative? That's right, FilAm Creative has been producing great stuff, like Rise and Shine, for over 10 years. If you want to learn more about the premier Filipino-American organization that has been the #1 advocate for the Asian American entertainment community for over a decade, then visit our website at filamcreative.org. That's filamcreative.org. Learn more about the organization that produces your favorite show, Rise and Shine.
Hi, this is Walter Boholst. I'm proud to be one of the co-founders of FilAm Creative and serve as a member of the board of directors. In case you didn't know about us, I'd like to share with you our mission statement. FilAm Creative Incorporated educates and advocates for the Filipino American entertainment community and all looking for a collaborative workspace in order to achieve greater representation and career advancement. Although we're based in Southern California, FilAm Creative's reach can be felt worldwide. If you're interested in joining us behind the scenes to produce or promote our many programs and initiatives, visit our website at filamcreative.org. That's filamcreative.org. And contact us to learn how you can join our cause. For students, We also have internships available for you to gain valuable experience. Visit us to learn more at filamcreative.org.
Rise and shine. Hey guys, it's Ed. Thanks for listening today. And did you guys know that Rise and Shine is part of the FilAm Creative umbrella and that we're a registered nonprofit? And as a nonprofit organization, FilAm Creative depends on generous donations from fine folks like you to help us to continue to produce great programming like Rise and Shine. Please consider making a donation to help produce shows like Rise and Shine. Our Venmo is at FilAm Creative. That's at FilAm Creative. And if you don't do Venmo, but you still want to donate a few quid to us, then drop us an email at RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com. That's RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com, and we'll help you out. We at Rise and Shine appreciate your generosity. Every dollar helps.
Rise and shine! Hey guys, Ronnie here. I know my sister Veronica likes to mess with the crew, but we all really work hard to produce a quality program for you. Rise and Shine is produced by FilAm Creative in association with RAS Music Group and Millennius LLC. Rise and Shine is written, created, produced, and hosted by Ed Malillan and Rex Sampaga. It also features Veronica Cunyeso, Kami Koyamko, and me, Ronnie Cunyeso. I'm also our show's stage director, which isn't easy when you gotta keep Ed and Rex in check. And finally, our amazing technical director is Jeremiah Castro. Thanks for tuning in every week to FilAm Creative's #1 show, Rise and Shine.